One thing that I love, love, love more than anything in this universal experience is the experience of miracles. And just like my last video, the ex moved in town, kind of going through some struggles. And um, it's really, really easy to look at your universe as, I'm all connected with everything evil and the world's going to doom and gloom and get real bad and there's no hope. And like, it's really, really easy to go down a really, really negative path and see every connection I can possibly make to create such a negative path I want to go down. Or just see samples of miracles and amazement and hope and um, everything that's totally the opposite happen at the same time. And it's like if you're stuck in the doom and gloom, you'll never, ever, ever be able to see the good path that you can create for yourself. And that happens to me a lot. And I kind of love it and I kind of love sharing it. But last night I had another experience. Um, I, everybody, if you're watching my channel, I'm on a welfare system caused by a lot of crimes. Nobody thought was cost effective to, find justice and follow laws that we've created in our own constitutions, which leads to poverty, and it looks like either homeless or welfare. There's a cause that creates this needed system, which I happen to totally disagree with. That I think we should be living better, and if we all lived better globally, we'll see a big global shift. So, that is the reason why I'm posting this channel. But being on welfare, you don't have much money to live off of. It's a beauty because nobody can sue you because you have nothing but a rock you squeeze every month to um, pay for anything. It's extremely limited income that has you, the money's gone as soon as it arrives, basically. And you're surviving, majorly the last week. So I tend to, try and keep $10 or $20 in the bank account, never check my bank because there's nothing there. And so last night I was checking for that last $10 and see if what's there. And lo and behold, somebody wired me some money. And it's at the same time this is happening, it's like the ex is moving into town and haven't had the best access to the computer, kind of lost as to what information and what direction I need to go into next. Um, so I was, kind of sitting back and going, okay, God, whatever direction you need to take me in next, and lo and behold, I find some financial support again. And this is sort of the best experience. I'd rather get, I mean, it's a really generous financial support that I personally, it's massive from my perspective. But, for an income wise, it doesn't pay, working 40 hours at a job, even at minimum wage. I'm still not earning that kind of income. So, but I would rather live in this kind of poverty and earn a living this way than to sell my soul to some factory or some corporation that is selling stuff that we don't need or is polluting the world or doesn't know how they're not creating a healthy global experience, you know. And I really, really feel, first of all, that this channel is more of, I need to purge an awful lot of information. And um, there is a sense of responsibility of going back to work. Like, I don't want to be on a welfare system, and I do want to be productive in my life. It's like, if I don't, I'm going to die. I mean, it's pretty freaking boring doing absolutely nothing. This Venus project, I wish they would kind of open their minds to that you need a purpose to wake up in the morning. You need a reason to move your body, like, there's got to be a point. So, writing is definitely not my um, greatest asset. Anybody that sees any comments I post will probably find lots of grammar mistakes. And so, writing a book is out of the question. I've had a feeling to produce a video to put a lot of information into a documentary, a lot of science, but I'm not an expert in every field. So I would like to have a production of the professionals that I know hold a piece of the puzzle, and let them explain the sciences that they've now discovered, but have a connection with a lot of different scientists. A lot of scientists hold all of the wrong information, but they also hold a key. It's like being able to see the contradictions, that what makes sense and what doesn't make sense when you read everybody's stuff. And I've read so much information, and I've met so many people, and like, there's a family heritage of Alzheimer's. It's like, it's a bad memory is a behavior that's not necessarily an illness. But in order to understand everything in the way that I understand, and to be able to communicate it in the way I think needs to be communicated, I can't be an expert. I can't know all of the terminologies perfectly, so I can't be the one that gives you the expert scientific explanations. But I can give you, hey, this is what I found, kind of makes a lot of sense, go do some research and find it out yourself. That's kind of how you have to discover, is find the information yourself. Here I am doing a YouTube, so that is partially right. It may not be a documentary, but it's still a film, and it's still a way of spreading information. I am totally against these self-help gurus that think they know it all. Kind of sick of them, because I've read their books trying to figure out how to stop this abusive experience, and I've read a lot of books, and not one of them provided, oh, here's your answer. So they come across as they know all of the answers. They write and sell major books, and making an awful lot of wealth, and don't seem to know shit. So I kind of don't like them. And golden rule, you'll turn into what you hate most. So what am I going to do now, is write my book and be a self-help guru, turn into what you hate most. If you notice that pattern, but that's what we all do. And so that's where I'm kind of guarded on, is I don't want to come across as the next guru of self-help, um, and make a fortune off of that. And I mean, all aspects of what I despise is not what I want to turn into. Um, so it's kind of really ironic how things are turning around, and kind of looking very familiar, like turning into one of these guru guys. But that's why I'm offering it free, and trying to sort of be more of an example, and not necessarily, hey, I'm wealthy, listen to me. Hey, I'm poor, listen to me. I'm poor like you. And if I can get unpoor, then maybe you can get unpoor, and just let's work on this journey together. And it can't be one person that sort of takes a lead. The whole deal is you got to be your own leader. So it's like don't go and make somebody else your leader. You got to start listening to yourself and your own path and unfold your own dreams and get up every day just doing something you love and feel passionate about doing it. Um, Overcome all of the fears and blocks that prevent you from unfolding your dreams. You are totally brainwashed. You are um, scientifically controlled to make every decision that you make. So it's like just gain a little bit of information and start gaining some control. Start doing what you love doing. I've had some people that love selling jewelry, and it's intention jewelry, and there is a science that says that if you can design something that makes you have a focus and a focus on something positive, it will affect your life. So if you know what goes behind some stuff that gets put together, if you knew where your food came from, do you want something that just looks really pretty, but somebody had to die, like diamonds? A lot of people are, going through friggin' torture. I mean, you picture yourself in the worst possible human experience and know that someplace on the planet somebody's experiencing that for a diamond or for gold or for your cell phone, for your oil to drive your car. I mean, there are people out there that are suffering an awful lot for, something that just looks pretty. But, you know, something that's designed by, a native person that's very in tune with native ways makes intentional jewelry that I find helps keep me focused in a direction that I want to go into. Somebody else was, I believe, wanted to be a comic, and you know, it's like, yeah, use this information and find something funny about it, because that's what's really needed in our future is spreading information. We like to hear information through songs, through music, through comedy, through writing, through, and YouTube is the perfect channel to get something started. There's another or organite thing that's designed to help me sleeping, and somebody's been offering me some financial support. It's like, okay, where do I put that money? Where is it best used? um, I'm going to make another part to this video, so there'll be part two.